hello, and thank you everyone for tuning in to tonight's episode of the Saga of Dreams and Secrets. If you missed episodes, well, first of all, tonight is episode 5. If you missed episodes 1 through 4, you can find them on the YouTube channel, on our Forgotten Realities YouTube channel. If you're feeling generous and want to help out the channel, go ahead and subscribe, leave a like, comment. Follow if you're watching on Twitch. If you enjoy the music that's playing in the background, there's a purchase link for that either in the description or linked to the Twitch page as well. And then episode 6 is, as of right now, is scheduled for October 6th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So we hope to see you there for episode 6. And announcements are really short because we've done this quite a few times now. But that is everything. So sit back, relax, and fall into our forgotten reality. So, picking up where we left off, we find the group of adventurers tired, bruised, and battered in Bravar's room of the Cold Drink Inn, after 2 criminals you had been tracking earlier in the day broke in looking to teach Bravar a lesson about discretion. Luckily, in the chaos, members of the troop were able to awaken, band together, and defeat these criminals, capturing them and asking them questions of their own. The 5 of you still currently stand in Bravar's room. The criminals are apprehended with minimal damage to the room. What would you all like to do?
Man,
Well,
my head hurts.
I know, but
I
we need
really
to.
do not want to deal with these. Not tonight.
I just think it. What do you suggest we do with them then? I mean, can't just leave them there.
Well,
yeah, I definitely don't want these guys in my room sleeping. That'd just be really weird.
It's already happened too many times.
Maybe we should bring them to the the officers of the town. Forgot what they're called. But
the glass blades.
the glass blade.
Yes.
Think they can handle these guys.
Do we have them unconscious?
The big male guy with the scarred eyebrows, he's unconscious. The female figure is conscious, but she's quiet. She's just kind of watching and waiting for you guys to make a decision.
I vote someone goes out in the colds to the garrison and gets
That's
the
what I
glass
was
blades
saying.
here.
So do you guys want
I
to
vote
stay
not
watch?
me.
I can go out. I'm doing pretty okay.
Yeah, I'm like bloodied all over, and I'm like, yeah,
I'd like to go to bed.
I'm not going out.
Okay. Well, how about I go find the glass blades and you guys just keep watch. I don't think we can really afford to just leave the 2 of you, so the 3 of you should probably stay and keep watch. As much as I hate going out on my own, shouldn't take too long.
Centaur pipes up and he says, I can go with you.
Sounds
Thanks,
good.
Centaur. Orak, I feel like you should tell the tavern keeper, like his door is like destroyed and
Yeah, maybe. It's probably a good idea.
Probably something that could wait some morning.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I mean, or it's the middle of the night.
True,
That's
yeah,
true.
I
He is
don't wanna
probably
wait.
asleep.
All right.
Okay,
Well, we're gonna head out then. We'll be back shortly.
Sounds good.
Okay, so Merrick and Centaur are both leaving the Cold Drink Tavern and heading towards the garrison. As the two of you exit out into the street. You look up the street and actually see a dozen glass blades rushing down the street towards you. Lynn and
Oh.
Elro are leading a squad of soldiers. They stop about 30 feet short of the tavern door that you just exited from. And Lynn steps forward and shouts with anger, "What's happened here? What's going on?" Her hand grips the hilt of her sword at her waist, and some of the guards behind her do the same before Elro quickly holds up a fist and says, "Wait, hold. Look, Lynn." And he kind of points at Auroch, who's obviously... Auroch, you actually didn't go outside.
No.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I was prepared for a different circumstance. But will still point and say they've obviously dealt with it. There's a pause as Lynn and the other kind of soldiers kind of look over the two of you and see that you've obviously kind of been in sort of a scene in the past 20 or so minutes. Elro speaks again and looks towards the two of you, and he says, "Am I to presume that the criminals are back?"
They are, but we've subdued them. They're tied up back in one of our rooms. We were actually just leaving to get you to come take care of them. A couple of our party were wounded pretty badly in the fight. They snuck in the middle of the night and attacked one of our members.
Elro gestures with his other hand, forward, and about half of the glass blades that are around him, of which you see there's about 10 total, if you include himself and Chief Lynn. Lynn and about 5 of the other glass blades go into the tavern, and those of you who are inside see them kind of enter, and they kind of check out the scene, and they start taking care of the criminals and ushering them out. But Elro walks up to you, Merrick, and he says, "Whitebeard, the tavern owner, informed us that there was a possible break-in at his establishment. He heard that there was a racket and some figures, so I got some people together and came to check it out, but it seems that you've dealt with it?"
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, we did our best. I mean, we thought they kind of had us there for a minute, but we were able to take them down and get whatever information we could out of them, I guess. But we figured turning them over to you would be what's most useful.
Tell me, what information did you get out of them?
It was more of why they had targeted our group, and we didn't really know why they attacked us, but it kind of seems like it started with I'm just kind of joining this group recently, but it sounds like they had previously been tailed by one of the criminals, so they did some investigating on their own, and the criminals didn't take too kindly to that and retaliated. But yeah, we found out that they it sounds like they work between the Trebanes and the Mordunes as well.
So these were tribe members of some sort.
It appears so.
I'm not sure they were tribe members. I think they just more so were henchmen for the tribe members.
Based on how the tribes kind of work, they could potentially still be considered members. You don't necessarily have to be direct lineage. But
League
regardless,
with the tribes is pretty much you're associated with the tribe, you're part of the tribe.
Yeah.
At this point, the guards have dragged the criminals out. They're both conscious now, having been shaken by the guards, but they are being quite literally just kind of dragged through the snow towards the garrison. And Elro raises his eyebrows at the sight of them, and he looks back at you again, Merrick, and he says, "Well, now that the criminals have been caught, it appears that your group has met the bounty that I posted. 100 gold payment will be delivered to you on the morrow, or at least to your group."
Thank you. We appreciate that. Anything we can do to help.
Of course. It'll be 2 days from now when these criminals are escorted to Uthadern to stand trial. In the meantime, they'll remain imprisoned within the garrison for questioning. He says, "You mentioned anything you could to help. Have you done any more digging or looking into the sickness that Tolgi and Urgon succumbed to, or have been afflicted by?"
I mean, we haven't had much of a chance yet, I guess. I mean, this all kind of happened. We were going in to turn in and rest for the night, ready to go out tomorrow and kind of put our nose to the grindstone and try and find some information, but then we're interrupted. So I don't think so, but I assume we're all kind of like in the inn now, like with the guards and everything. So if one of my other teammates here has any more
Yeah, we can say
information.
that there are a couple guards who are kind of still outside keeping the watch, but Chief Lin and Elro, as well as all of you, are now gathered in the main tavern area. Whitebeard, the town owner, or the tavern owner, that old, thick, white-bearded dwarf, he's wearing a little sleeping cap, and he's got a candle, is also awake. Here, just kind of keeping an eye on the tavern.
Hmm.
But all of you are together now.
Yeah.
I mean, other than Lynn, Lynn took over Pelk's curiosities. So she's aware that Pelk or Verla died.
Elro nods and he says, "Yes, I've been informed. We are currently preparing a formal statement for the public."
I
Yes.
believe that's all we know. We have
At this
gotten
moment.
word, I believe, of the Croaker Cave. So we might still check that out as well.
Yes, I believe you mentioned Tolki had a sister there.
Correct.
Yeah.
We believe Tolgi's sister might be hanging out in Croaker Cave, so we're gonna try to get some more information from that.
And you believe
Khalil,
that she
or-
can provide information on the sickness?
Tolgi claims that they were around each other at the time that she was afflicted, so
Well, do be careful when traveling to Croaker Cave. He pulls from a satchel on his side a single glass vial filled with this pinkish red liquid, and he presents it to the group. He says, "You may be needing this if you plan on traveling inside the cave. There is an old, how do you put it? It is an elder frost toad that makes its lair in Croaker Cave. It's a giant frost toad named Old Croaker is the nickname. Very nasty beast. If you can avoid it, please do."
I'm gonna hold this liquid, this little vial. What is this?
A healing potion, my friend.
Right, thank you.
Old Croaker likes to sleep in the coldest of the cave pools. So if you find an abnormally cold or deep pond inside the cave, avoid it. But otherwise, we'll take the criminals from here, and I'll make sure that they arrive in Uthadern. Otherwise, I wish you luck in your own investigations. Please, all of you, get a good night's rest.
Gladly.
We will do our best.
Yeah.
At this point, the criminals have been taken to the garrison. Elro takes his leave, and the soldiers file out of the tavern. And you guys are left once again in the quiet. Whitebeard is kind of just like looking at all of you with the candle, and he says, I really hope that this is the last time any of you cause me any trouble.
We we do deeply apologize. None of us could have expected this. The door. What would it cost to fix the door? By the way.
I can't imagine any more than 5 or 10 gold pieces.
Okay. Well, we'll take care of that, of course, and I'll hand him 10 gold.
I thank you kindly. It's business hasn't been exactly booming up here in the north, so many thanks.
Has been, of course.
And then he takes the coins and he says, I'm gonna go back to bed. I suggest all of you do the same. And he blows out his candle and heads back to his own room.
You see Kifik kind of standing there, literally asleep at this point. While standing, his shield is like rocking at his side. And he's just gonna right night, and he's gonna head off to bed.
Okay.
Good
so
night.
You guys are all heading to bed.
Before
Yeah.
I go to bed, I look at Centaur and I say, Centaur, I think you were talking about that cloak, that magic cloak you grabbed. Mind if I could have that?
Centaur says, let me sleep on it. I've only had it for a little while. If I don't like it after tonight, I'll give it to you tomorrow.
I say, dope, and then like hobble back to my room.
But Bravar, do you need a new room? Your door doesn't exactly work anymore.
I'm like, my brain is just fried. I don't have time to think about this. And then Braveheart just hobbles back to his room.
As Bravar goes like in his room, Merrick is gonna try and just like jam it shut, like just pull on it to close it as best he can.
Yeah, it's kind of like stuck closed now. It'll take some like finagling to get it open again, but it's closed. Bravar, you walk into your room, which is kind of like a cluttered mess now after the battle. There's still a pool of blood from where you were sitting on the floor that's kind of seeped into the wooden floor now, but the bed still looks comfy enough, so you lay down and fall asleep almost immediately. So, the rest of you all head off to your different beds so you can find sleep. Auroch, you sleep very well, exhausted from the eventful day. You fall into a deep sleep. Drip, drip, drip. Your mind ripples into the sweet sensation of a dream. Your mind feels dark and warm. The darkness slowly pulls away as lights flicker, and you find yourself standing on a cold stone floor with stone all around you. Dozens of candles flicker around the space, arranged in a neat pattern. The silhouette of a familiar figure stands beside you. You look towards it and smile with affection before the silhouette lurches forward and twists. Distorted, muffled screams harass you from every direction as the figure twists and deforms into a single mote of light. The screams and wails grow louder as the mote falls upward into a sea of stars that makes the ceiling. As it touches the surface of the sea, the screams suddenly stop as the stars ripple and the beautiful noise of a water droplet hitting a silent pool echoes out.
Damn.
Kithik, you received a pretty wild migraine from the battle with the criminals earlier in the day, which, as exhausted as you are, is kind of making sleep difficult for you tonight.
Damn.
Eventually, you do find comfort in the dagger that you hold so closely. Holding it close seems to dull the migraine ever so slightly, just enough for you to find sleep. And sleep you do. Eventually, you fall into a deep slumber, dreaming of memories from home, of family, but a cold layer of ice blurs your memories. Sharp icicles dilute your vision. You can feel your hands stiff and cold. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to just move my fingers ever so slightly and try to break with my strength. Try to break through.
Can you make
My
a
cold.
wisdom saving throw?
Yes, I can. Shit. I know what this is. I have a feeling I know what this is.
Dude, nobody's night is restful. Oh yeah, we're all gonna go to bed.
Yes, 19.
19. You raise your cold hand to touch the ice, and as you do, your finger catches one of the sharp icicles, and your finger cuts open, and some blood is left behind on the ice. Your body's warmth melts through a small section of the ice. Your memory pierces through, and you can see your sister, Elowin. She trudges through thick snow covered in thick furs. A snowstorm harries her movement when you realize that this isn't a memory. You don't remember this. You've never experienced this event. Elowin continues through the blizzard alone, focused and unfazed. You see her stop and check some sort of markings carved into a large pine tree as the wind and ice whips past her. Elowin snaps her head over her shoulder and looks towards the sky before slowly drawing a silvered sword and turning around. A violent roar quakes beyond the vision. The ice obscuring your vision cracks and shatters towards you. You jolt awake in a cold sweat, your dagger tight in your grip. All of you can take a long rest now, and it is morning.
I'm gonna walk out to like the main like room of the bar area, just like eating breakfast. I'm just gonna Oh man, I slept great. What about you guys? Ah man, I just feel so rejuvenated. Haven't slept in a bed in a while.
You can all gather your respective things and meet in the tavern. There are, it looks like a couple other adventurers who have plopped down and are like eating breakfast. You can see that there's like a tabaxi man who's eating some porridge with a halfling gentlemen sitting next to him. Both of them are wearing like bows, but they're eating breakfast together. Otherwise, the tavern is pretty quiet this morning.
I'm gonna find the tavern owner if he's out and about, and
You see that the tavern, like you look to like the actual bar area where the worker is normally located, and you can see that there is a dwarf working the kitchen this morning, but it's a younger dwarf, a shorter brown beard. His hair is kind of combed and neat, thick, scraggly sideburns though. Like his sideburns are really scraggly, but the rest of him just looks really clean. It's kind of a weird
Interesting.
look. But his facial features are sort of similar to that of the tavern keeper you know. So you assume that maybe it's like a relative.
okay. I'm gonna just walk up to him and say I don't know if you heard about what happened last night, but there was a commotion, a break-in, and one of our party members had some things happen in his room, and we paid for the door last night, but I fear that there will be a pretty significant amount of cleaning that will have to happen. And I want to approach you and try and get that squared away and just even on that.
You talked to my old man, right? White beard, thick white beard. You
Yep,
can't miss it.
that's the one.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You said you paid him already?
Yeah, I gave him 10 gold for the door. The door was smashed, broken, had to be replaced.
You know what? Yeah. So Whitebeard, he's an old fart, but he's a smart old fart.
Yeah.
He probably included the cleaning cost in that
Okay.
there. So no worries, we got it covered.
Okay, figure. I just wanted to check just in case, because there's like pools of blood and no.
Oh wow, it was that kind of
Whatever, yeah.
that kind of thing, huh?
Yeah, it was a party in there, I guess you could say.
Wow, I mean, Palebank is really really going downhill these days, I guess. I gotta start
Well,
sleeping with my knife again.
yeah. Well, I
Don't
think
replace
honestly
that.
it was. it was a isolated incident. I think get some troublemaker, whatever. No need. But good to hear we're all squared away on the payment.
Yeah. Okay, I'm assuming that at this point you guys have all kind of woken up and gathered. If you want breakfast or drinks or anything like that in the morning, to order breakfast, it's about one or two. Hold on. Let me check. It would be 1 silver for breakfast and another silver if you wanted to drink. So 2 silver for breakfast and drink. Otherwise, you guys are kind of free to do as you please now. You've all taken a long rest at this point, and the day is yours.
Lovely.
Kifik kind of.
Braveheart's first order of action is he goes into like the back corner and like puts his hood up and just stands there very nonchalantly and mysteriously. And that's it.
Yes. Well, do you all think we should probably hang around until someone from the Glass Blades delivers the bounty, or do you think we should? I mean, they'll be able to find us, I'm sure, but
Kifik has seemed kind of distracted this whole morning, and he finally kind of registers this question. Oh, right. We should, I think we should head to Croaker Cave. I think that's our best bet. The Glass Blades will find us eventually. But
yeah,
we got to get to the bottom of this disease, whatever it is.
Do we want
that
to
we do.
get some supplies quick? before going into the cave.
I'm a little short on coin myself, but could take a look around. It wouldn't hurt. I don't really know what we're up against. I mean, honestly, I'm not even super familiar with this illness. I just got here. I feel like still, so
You
I mean, is the
guys actually, so being that uh, the fight you guys had last night happened really late. You guys went to sleep, took a long rest, so you guys are waking up kind of later in the day. It's closer to midday already, so probably, in my mind, at about this point, a glass blade, a human fellow, maybe like a private, some low-ranking lad, walks in holding a small wooden box. And he kind of looks around and finds you, Merrick, and he walks over to the group and he says, I believe you're the group that Elro has a payment for, correct?
yes.
Awesome. He sets the little wooden box down on the table and he says, Elro told me to tell you all that good luck at Croaker Cave and don't die.
We'll do our best.
And then
Thank you.
this kid kind of like salutes, turns on his heel, and leaves. Inside this little box, there is 100 gold pieces.
Nice.
Very nice. Well, I'll just start
I look at you and say,
25.
did we ever split the stuff from that we got from those guys yesterday?
I don't think you
Didn't we
did.
get like a box? You guys want to split that?
The
We didn't-
criminals also had 100 coins on them, I think.
Yeah, I have that. So one of them had 5 gold, 21 silver, 13 copper, a healing potion, the cloak. Then the other one had 3 gold, 39 silver, the warhammer, fillet knife, and ring mail.
And then the thug, the guy with the scarred eyebrows, he also in his backpack had a box with 100 gold, which was supposed to be the other half of the payment for the Trebane.
Oh, I do so I don't know if I had any real gold to start with, but when we did, so I had 25 gold before I gave the tavern owner 10 gold. I assume that's probably where I got it from. Do you guys also have at least 25 gold in your inventory?
No.
No?
I have 12.
Okay, maybe I had 25 gold from something else.
I don't think that one got divvied, because I think Centaur had it at one point, and then Bravar wanted it because it was like...
Yeah, I thought about it, guys. I slept on it. Money's not going to avenge the death of my parents. You guys were all, I would have died without all of you, so we should just split it.
Centaur agrees. So I don't think you guys did split it up. So you guys can split 200 gold 5 ways.
So 50 a pop. Or not 50 a pop, sorry. 20, 40.
Yeah, how much is
Nice.
it?
40.
Yeah, 40.
Yeah, I look at Centaur and say, I did think you might have said you would give the cloak, so let me know if you ever change your mind about that.
Centaur says, you know what? No, I think I actually kind of like this cloak. I think I'm gonna hang on to it for a while.
Tough.
So did we split the other, like the 5 gold, the 21 silver, 13 copper?
That I don't think was split.
Okay. So there's total 8 gold and what's that? 60 silver and 13 copper. Yeah. So everyone gets 12 silver. Everyone gets a gold, 2 copper, and then there's 3 copper and 3 gold left over.
You can just keep it.
We'll just keep that in like a group. Is that fine with everyone? Like a group
Yeah, we should.
Start a group loop.
fund?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's start a group one.
let's do it.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Hey, bartender, what day is it today?
What do you mean, like day of the week or day of the month?
Day of the month, preferred.
Today's the 18th. Or sorry,
18th.
no. Today's the 19th. Yesterday was the 18th.
Okay. Thank you.
The 19th of.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
what?
just not familiar with my months.
19th of Fessuran. Early fall.
Okay. And then there was also one of them had a healing potion on them. So there are 2 healing potions. I don't know who wants to hold on to those. Probably our frontliners, maybe.
Not me.
I'll hang on to one.
Okay.
And then
How about
you,
Braveheart
Merrick,
take the other one? Or
you
me?
want Braveheart to take it? I think
I'll
you should
take
take it because you're a little bit squishy.
I am a bit squishy.
All right.
I mean, I won't say no. I just know Braveheart has gotten himself hurt quite a bit too. I can at the very least kind of
I'm
stay
the
back.
greatest,
I think you
stealthiest
guys have
thief.
done a pretty good job of like getting up and close and making sure I don't have to get in the thick of it.
I'm the greatest
So how
thief
about
in the land, so I don't need it. You can have it.
Right.
I'll never get into a
you
tricky
are a thief in land? That's for sure.
You guys don't have to worry about
I'll
me.
take.
I'll never get in
a
danger.
Take
thief
the
in the
potion.
land.
All right.
I will add.
I'm. All right. Is everybody ready? I think we should head out. Head to the cave.
Does anyone have anything they want to buy on the way out?
I have.
If you guys want to make a history, all of you can make a history check really quickly.
5.
17.
15.
16.
Okay, so everybody but Bravar remembers that there is another like general store in town called the Cold Snap Goods. That is now the
yes.
only general goods store in town now that Pelk's Curiosities is closed. But
For reasons.
if you do want to go shopping, that would be the place to do it.
I mean, I have rope. I have a tinderbox. I have torch. I mean, I think we're okay. Remember, it's likely a camp. Because, I mean, Halil is staying there, so at least Halil's bedroll and her supplies will be there. I think we'll be fine.
My thought is just in case if we run into anything along the way or in the cave, or if we run into Old Cloak.
I just haven't had a chance to really, I went to a general goods store to buy some stuff yesterday, and well, we all know how
Right.
that ended.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I'd like to just stop by.
All right.
We'll see if
we'll
I
wait for
need
you
to catch
outside.
something.
Here,
I'll make it
I
quick.
I go with Merrick.
Yeah, I'll go with.
I'm trying to buy.
I'll
some
wait
clothes.
for you outside.
Centaur says that
Tired of these damn
he's
stores.
actually going to go to the garrison, and he's going to go make sure that the prison is all safe and sound, and that it doesn't look like they can escape. He's going to go make sure that there are no liabilities in the prison.
Thank you, Centaur.
Yes. All right. To the store. To the
Okay.
salon.
You guys walk for about 5-10 minutes just to the other side of Pale Bank before you eventually come to a building with a little sign hanging out front that says the Cold Snap Goods. There are a couple windows that you can see inside, and just through the windows you can see that it almost kind of looks like a small grocery store. Like there's just aisles of like food and equipment and gear. As you push through the wooden door, there is a little chime above the door, and as you enter, a man with a light gray and really rough skin turns to face you. You see an Earth Genasi man with a really smooth, like marble smooth head, no hair, or like facial hair to be seen. Looks up from behind the counter and he says, "Welcome, welcome everybody. If you're looking for anything specific, let me know. Otherwise, you can browse, scan the shelves. Let me know if you need anything."
Thank you.
Can I get a potion?
Well, I mean, I only have a couple left in stock. What kind of potion are you looking for?
Cheapest you got.
Cheapest I have. He fiddles with some vials off to his right, and he pulls up this. It's almost like a thimble, basically. Like a tiny glass vial that's like a thimble, and he says, "This would be the cheapest one I have, and it is a potion of minor healing. 25 gold pieces for this little thing here." He sets it down. He says, "I only have about 3 of those in stock, so."
I look at him. I say, "Listen, I don't know if you've heard about us, but we've kind of like stopped criminals, and we're about to like say like we're like trying to stop this. Never mind. I can't talk. Basically,
I'm
what
gonna
I'm saying
walk
is we're helping the community. Could you lower that by like, say, 5 gold pieces?"
Make a persuasion check.
Oh damn, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. He says, you've taken down criminals?
Yeah, I'm like doing this like.
How about this? If you can tell me a rousing and interesting story about how you bested these criminals, I'll take the price off 5 gold.
Okay, well, gives me a heavy heart to even recount this awful story that happened literally this very previous night. There I am, sitting in my humble inn quarters, just trying to sleep, thinking about how I can help humanity and save this Shady Creek run, when I hear bam, bam, bam on my door. Daringly, I thought to myself, I should hide under my bed. So that's what I did. And as I hide under my bed, 2 evil entities walk into my room. One of them being a sea demon witch who stands 6 feet tall. And next to her, I don't even know how he fit in the room, is this giant who's probably close to 7 to 8 feet, something of the sorts. I couldn't see. It's kind of dark. And there they are. And somehow, even with my amazing thief-like abilities, they saw me under my bed. And long story short, they tried to kill me. They didn't. I almost single-handedly fought them all by myself. Just kidding. All my guys came in. They came in and we basically had an epic fight. And Kifik almost died, but he didn't die, and we caught them. And they were arrested.
Oh yeah, and you almost died too. Remember?
I don't remember that. I'm too stealth for that. But the long story short is, I almost killed a guy by hitting him in the ankle. So it was, yeah. You're welcome.
And me in the ankle.
Oh yeah.
No such thing.
You can see that this figure has been like smiling and like nodding along to this entire story, and he's like, "Wow, that's really cool. You know what? Yeah, you know what? That was entertaining enough. 20 gold pieces. Shake on it."
Yeah, I shake his hand. I'll do it.
Okay, you can buy a minor healing potion for 20 gold pieces.
So I'm not. I mean, obviously, I know this is a general store kind of deal. But I'm gonna look for like books. You know, I like books, grimoires, scrolls, things of that nature. Just gonna look around and see if I can find any of that.
Go ahead. Just make a perception check for me, would ya?
I can, and I will. Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20? Okay,
See
so
if I can lift it up.
you're looking for specifically things of like a magical nature, and with a natural 20, what catches your eye immediately is you spot a spell scroll on a top shelf, kind of in the back corner, getting like just collecting dust. You go walk over there and pull it out of the box that it's in, and as you take it out of the box, you can see that there was actually two spell scrolls in that one box. Just as a wizard, you can tell that the first one is a scroll of comprehend languages, and then the second one is a scroll of what is it? Let me double check. Ray of Enfeeblement.
Very interesting. I'll
What?
I'll bring them up to the counter and I'll say, I kind of found these like tucked away in the back. Looked like they were just kind of untouched for a while. How much would you want for them?
He kind of scratches his smooth bald head and he says, wow, I didn't know those were back there. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to take a day or two to give you like a good price on them, because these kind of look like spell scrolls to me, don't they? Like, these look like spell scrolls to you, right?
I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm new to this whole thing. I'm just, I'm young. I
Yeah,
just
I mean, I guess
honestly,
thank you for pointing these out to me. And he kind of like pulls him closer to himself and he says, I, I guess I should probably like check out their value. I can get back to you tomorrow after I price check them if you want to come back.
actually, interesting enough. I myself am a bit of a wizard. I could take a look at these for you.
Uh, you just said you were kind of new to this? So,
I am, but the great thing is these here I'm familiar with them. They look like two fairly low level spells that I mean they're two low level spells that anyone kind of up and starting could like read over, learn, um and try and kind of gain some intelligence from that.
make a persuasion check.
No. I had another dice in my dice tray and it just hit the dice and stopped. 6.
Total of 6. He says,
Yeah.
well, I'm just not quite sure. I trust a newbie. Giving me, evaluating my goods. I could
I
talk
mean,
to. There are some others in town I could talk to. Get a good estimate on them. I can get back to you though for sure. Don't worry.
yeah, I definitely understand that, but I don't know. My concern is it might take more than a day or two, and honestly, we're kind of heading out on some, official town business. I mean, we're trying to, help out with a bit of an investigation, and by the sounds of it, I mean, we've been talking to the glass blades, and a lot of the, other magically inclined folk in town are kind of a little bit predisposed with helping out with some of that at the moment. you know, is even with them being kind of unknown, is there anything that could maybe we could strike some kind of a deal here?
You can sense by his tone of voice that he's getting a little bit annoyed now, but he says, "Okay, what would you estimate is the price for both of these?"
Estimate is the price. I mean,
Being a wizard with magical knowledge, you say they're kind of low level, so maybe you've dealt with this before. How much do you think I could sell these for?
How much could you sell them for? I mean, it depends. In this market, I mean, there's spell scrolls that have been sitting kind of back. I mean, they had a lot of dust on them. Even if you put them out on the shelves and try to, you know, maybe put them on like an end cap, it's not likely somebody's gonna like come in and purchase them. The turnover rate on this probably gonna be pretty low. Um, you know, a lot of the people coming through here are gonna be buying more things like rations, general goods, you know, clothing, magical items. It's just a bit harder to sell. I'll I'd give you I'd give you like 50 for both of them. And I mean that 50 gold for both of them. Turn them over right now. Get them out of the way. You know, I've worked a little bit of retail myself, and I
Okay,
just think given the nature of this area, it might be a little tough to
all
to
right.
turn over.
So, Mark, you know that a first level spell scroll typically sells for about 100, and that the Ray of Enfeeblement is a second level spell scroll, which definitely sells for more. So I would like you to make a deception check.
I mean, I never said that's what they were worth. I was just saying that's what I'd give them for them.
Yeah, you're still trying to deceive him though. You like Merrick knows the price, and he's willingly saying a lower one.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm not sure if Merrick would like know the price because I don't think Merrick has been given the opportunity to ever buy a
That
spell scroll before.
could be true.
But regardless, deception definitely in the works. That is a 13.
13 for deception.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He says 50 gold. You know what? I think I can do that. Yeah. You're right. They're dusty, sitting on the shelves. I can just get rid of them. 50 gold. I can do that.
Okay, that's great to hear. You know what? I'll throw in a couple extra here. I'll give him 52 gold.
How much gold? 50?
52.
52. Oh, okay,
I'll
cool.
just give him 52 for my own conscience.
Kifik, make a history check.
Natural 20 for a total of 22.
Okay. Okay. Is anybody else trying to buy anything? Any
Maybe.
other shopping trying to be done?
I'm just gonna walk up to the dude and I'm not sure if you have this or if they exist, but do you have like any different kinds of arrows?
Um, not, no, not really. I've got a couple extra quivers in the back, but nothing fancy. We're
Well,
a general store. I didn't even know we had scrolls
no,
up there.
no, I understand. I wasn't even sure if they existed, but well, now I know to keep my eye out. Uh, I'll be okay without the quiver. Thank you though.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Try to help as much as I can.
Oh, dude, what? I
And
hate
then
when this happens.
Well,
have
when
an
I'm
extra-
done with my purchases, I'll look to Bravar and Merrick and just say, well, should we go meet up with Kifik?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well.
so you guys step back outside, and you can see that Kifik is kind of leaning up against the building, just kind of like stone-faced, lost in thought.
Ah, so you found everything you need.
Yeah.
Right. Off we go.
I
You
know
kind
this
of
is
noticed that Kifik was fiddling with his dagger at his side, and you also notice it looks like he just came back from the forest. There are tracks that are leading from his position into the forest and back.
I look at him nonchalantly, but don't say anything.
I'm gonna ask the party. Um, this is above table actually, because I can't seem to find it on my note page, even though I remember putting something in there.
What's
Do
up?
you guys remember getting a first level spell scroll from somewhere else and what that might have been?
You guys shouldn't have gotten anything else.
I did
Because
think we got something.
I already have one in my inventory, and I don't know if it's something we talked about
I
a
think we
different
got.
time.
I think there was one from the two crooked criminals.
Oh,
They're
that's
my-
Well,
right. One of them
my
did
room.
have a scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
I'm just
double
writing
check.
down what the scrolls are now.
You can also edit add it in the spell scroll itself as like on the item of the spell scroll in your character sheet.
Oh, it lets you do that now?
You've always been able to do that because I think I've had that in my one from the other campaign for a while. Man's for a while.
Oh. I see. I haven't seen this before. Um,
I don't know.
we could watch the VOD back later. We don't have to worry about it now.
Yeah, that's true.
I look at all you guys and I say, "Hey guys, I was thinking, kind of like I forgot about it in the chaos of last night, but those two, they were telling us something about that was going on back in Shady Creek Run. You guys remember that?
Oh. Demis Mardoon is the man that they work for, and they said to head to Shady Creek Run to find him. I think.
Yeah, and
They
they were
were
saying
told,
something.
yeah, the
It's
two the
definitely not like
two
a problem.
were told to head back to the run for something big to happen.
I just want to make sure I wasn't the only one. That's like a future thing, but
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to probably look back at the bot. I can't find it. I lost my note for
Yeah,
that. Whatever.
I can do it again at some time. Oh, no, never
Oh,
mind.
you
That's
lost those notes too?
Nah, it's not that I lost it. I just don't want to go look through all of them again.
no, you're right, Aura. You're right.
Anyways. To Croaker Cave.
Do we know where it is?
I can't remember if it's east or west.
Centaur, you remember Centaur telling you that it is about between like a day and half a day's journey northwest if you follow the coast. Centaur told you that it was about half a day if the weather is good, a full day if it's bad weather. But the weather today seems to be clear. It is not snowing, but it is pretty cold.
All right, let's go northwest.
Yeah. Off we go.
All All right.
How do we want to be? Do you need like marching order?
I guess we're kind of in the open, so
Yeah, I will take a marching order, sure.
I
Uh,
will. I'd
I'll
like to
go
be
in
in
the
the middle.
middle towards the back.
I will go right in front of him.
I'll be in the front.
Kifik at the front.
Yeah, I'll just go in the back.
Bravar. And then Merrick. And then...
Orok.
Okay. Beautiful. Can I please... Alright. Let's see if while you guys are traveling, you run into any random encounters. Can I have all of you please roll a d20?
Oh. Not a D6?
D20.
Intriguing.
This could
11.
be really good or really, really bad.
I rolled
11.
a 2.
11, 2.
I don't know if you can see that,
Is that
but
a
it's
20?
a 20.
Okay, high rolls are good.
Damn it.
So I heard 11, I heard 2, there was a natural 20. Bravar, what did you get?
11.
11. Jack, what did you get?
I also got 11.
Oh, 2 11s. Okay. Kifik,
Ah,
can you go ahead? Now you can roll the d6.
perfect. 5.
5. Ooh, roll a d4.
Roll a D4. 3.
3.
God damn it. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey man, it happens.
I'm excited.
Kifik's a little distracted.
Okay, so you guys exit out the north gate of Palebank Village, which is on the side that the docks are. So you guys head down this sloped hill just about 20 feet and you get to the docks, and then you hook a left going west up the coast. There's a kind of a road or like a path that has kind of been shoveled through the snow that goes off in that direction for at least a while. You begin walking in that direction, and after you guys walk for about 2-3 hours, Kifik, can I have... Actually, Kifik and Bravar, both of you make perception checks. Let me know what you guys got.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, you cut out.
Oh,
Yeah, you cut out.
Sorry. Kifik and Bravar make perception checks.
Oh, okay.
14.
21.
14, 21. Okay. So, Kifik, you leading the pack, see that the trail has sort of like died out, and it's just kind of like the snow now, and you're just kind of trekking through snow. But up ahead, over like almost like a snow dune, kind of like a sand dune, but just snow. You can see that there is a human figure who is looking at you, and then when you locked eyes with him, he kind of ducked beneath, and then like went to hide, and you lost sight of him behind the snow. You saw him about 50 feet ahead of you.
Hey, everyone. Don't. We'll continue walking forward, but I think we might be walking into an ambush. Be prepared. And I'm gonna ready my shield and my warhammer.
You see, Merrick clutch the pendant he's wearing and cast mage armor.
I'd like to just ready my bow.
I definitely hide. I like try to blend in to the surrounding.
Braveheart, make a stealth check.
26. So like I walk with the rest of the crew, but like I'm in the bushes or something.
Okay. So, you all keep walking forward, all the weapons at the ready. As you approach this, like mound of snow, you can see that 3 figures step out from behind it. All 3 of them wearing just like sets of like fur and hide armor. One of them has a longbow. One of them has a spear. And one of them appears to be wielding no weapons, just kind of wearing his armor with his hood up. But they step out, and the one with his hood up says, "Halt in the name of the Diarchy of Uthodurn." And then he kind of steps forward over the snow, and he says, "Traveling this far north. Adventurers, I presume."
Yes, that we are. Who are you?
We're the ones asking the questions here. We are with the
Nope.
Diarchy of Uthodurn. We are collecting a tax on behalf of the Diarchy. Anyone traveling this far north has to pay 3 silver per person. Sorry, it's just the way it is. We're just doing our job.
Or
I'm going to walk up to him and I'm going to look him in the eyes. Tell me your name, or we can do this the hard way.
Make an intimidation check.
All right. Natural 20.
Natural
bro's
20.
quaking in his boots.
He says, "My name is Ra." He takes a step back, and he says, "We're just collecting a tax for the Diarchy. We're just doing our job."
Is
Can I
that the
intimidate
truth,
that?
Ra? And I'm going to take one more step forward.
You take one step forward.
Am I able to insight, or like, is he being honest about this this tax?
Anybody who wants to can make an insight
Yeah,
check.
I want to insight that.
I would love to.
I did pretty good.
17.
Nat 20 for
Damn.
24.
Jesus.
19 for a 21.
18.
Damn.
Did anybody roll under
High
15?
roller.
No.
No.
So all
We're a
of you,
sharp group today.
all of you can tell that just based on this guy's tone and just his like the way that he's presenting himself and his armor, that these guys are definitely just bandits. Like, these guys are trying to lie straight to your faces so you will literally give them money. They have no other reason for being here other than to try to swindle you. Who rolled the highest?
I think
And
I
Braveheart
had a
did.
nat 20.
yeah, Bravar.
Bravar with a
Uh.
nat 20. As just because you're like looking that much more closely and paying that much more attention, you can see that like as Kifik takes his step forward, that in about a split second here, it is going to get violent. You can see that this bandit is about to react in a way that is not kind to Orok. Bravar, I'm going to give you, because you noticed it first, a free action.
I'm also hidden too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my sneak attack since I'm hidden. I'm gonna chuck a dagger.
Get the
at
caster.
that
Get the guy.
dude's
Get the guy without the weapons. Get the caster.
Okay, I'm gonna throw my dagger, one of
that
my
he
two
gave me that
daggers at
day.
the face of the caster.
One of your two daggers at the face of the caster.
Rose
ahead.
going
If
for
you
a
throw a
headshot.
dagger, I'm guessing it leaves your inventory, right?
Yes. Correct.
Yeah.
Go ahead, make a ranged attack roll with your dagger with advantage because you are definitely hidden.
First one is dirty 20. Second one is nat 20 for 25.
Natural 20?
You got a crit.
That's like his third nat
How-
20.
This is
It's like me last session.
this is
I
this
know.
is literally. I think that was 4 or 5. That was our
That's my
fifth
second
natural
of this
20 of
session.
this session too.
That's my second one of this session. But that's just for hit.
I think
you
I've
know.
had 2. Merrick,
I've had-
you've also had
I've
one,
had 2.
right?
No, I've
Yeah.
had 2.
That's
I had one
true.
on an actual roll, and then I had one on a just random encounter.
Yeah,
Our
we're
group is lucky. We're like blessed. This
okay.
is the blessed group right
So-
now.
this is literally this is the 12th natural 20
Fate
in
touch.
2 sessions.
So Bravar, do you know how to do sneak attack damage with a natural 20, like a critical hit with a sneak attack?
I just know regularly it's 1d6.
Okay, so with a dagger, so I'll run through this for you. So you rolled a natural 20, which means you're going to take the max possible damage first. So in this case, you're using a dagger, which is 1d4 with sneak attack. So that's 1d6. So the max damage for a d6 and a d4 is 10, just right off the bat, flat. Add your modifier is 13. So you're doing 13 damage without even rolling, and then roll another 1d4 plus another 1d6 and add that to 13. And
Okay.
that is your natural 20. That's your critical hit.
Okay, with a 3 on the d6 is 16. The d4 plus 4, so it's 20.
20 damage.
Yeah, so
Nice.
I'm
Does
gonna.
he add his bonus again too?
Mhm.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do add our bonuses again. So also add your +3 bonus.
So 23 damage. So
23.
what I'm gonna do is I'm still hidden in the bushes. I fucking it's like crazy. It's like a leap up. Like you see me. It looks as if I'm like 10 feet in there. I'm not that high, but I jump out of the bushes doing like crazy somersault shit, and then like in midair, I scream, "Kifik, watch out!" And then I chuck the dagger at the dude's face.
Awesome. Can I have everybody now roll initiative as the dagger sinks into this guy's eye socket all the way down to its hilt, and he falls back and lands in the snow completely dead.
Well, that's fun.
13.
I rolled pretty bad.
Guess what? I got the
Natural
13th natural 20.
Jesus Christ!
Grid
Stop!
coded 22.
Stop it!
Hey, at least we're doing it early game. We're doing it early game. We're getting it out of our
Yeah.
system.
Right, instead of getting like you come up to
Yeah,
the biggest
when we
climactic
when we
moment of the
need them,
session,
when we
you get a
yeah.
surprise round, 3 nat 20s, just completely trivializes the fight that he spent 4
At least this
hours
is a
like sitting down at his
like,
desk.
throwaway random encounter. Bravar,
This is a random encounter.
Bravar and Merrick, what do you guys get for initiative?
Oh,
5.
I'm gonna roll again. Oh, that one. There we go.
There we go. We're
Balanced,
balancing
all
them
things
out.
should be.
Merrick got
You have a bonus?
What, 5? And
I feel like
Bravar-
don't I get advantage since I was hidden? For
Not
initiative?
on initiative, and you also revealed yourself with that attack, so no.
Oh, initiative hadn't started yet?
Correct. That
No.
was like your surprise round. That was you acting in a split moment of like seeing your friend about to get hit.
Okay, well, now
Yeah.
one, so I'm gonna go
If
last.
Braveheart does not multiclass into Bard, I'm going to be very, very surprised.
Okay, Auroch.
He's so performance heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Auroch, you are definitely first with a 22. You are about 30 feet away from both of these bandits.
Was the caster still alive?
No, he has a dagger in his
Okay.
brain.
Buried
I
the
just
dagger
wanna
to its hilt.
It literally
grab.
severed his brainstem.
All right, I'm already readied with my longbow, so I just want to pull it back and just shoot at one of the bandit that's on the right.
Okay, this is the one with the spear. So go ahead
Yes.
and make a ranged attack roll.
Oh, cocked. 15?
15. That does hit.
Oh, sick. Oh my god, I thought I had something ready. Oh. 3 damage.
Okay, you shoot your, you loose your arrow, and he sees it coming with his spear and tries to duck and dodge out of the way, but it still sinks into his right bicep, and he falls into the snow, kind of halfway prone.
Damn. Yeah, that's my turn. Just stay where I'm at.
Okay, both of the bandits are next. Both of them are going to rush forward. The one with the spear is going to rush at you, Kifik, since you're right in front of his friend. The one with the bow is going to move back about 30 feet and is going to shoot an arrow at Bravar. So, the spear attack against Kifik. The bandit charges forward with a war cry. Ah! Does a 15 hit?
No.
He charges forward, and the steel of his spear just scrapes against your shield, and you bat the spear away. The archer is going to loose an arrow from a distance towards you, Bravar. I believe a 10 is a miss. So he runs back and kind of shoots an arrow over his shoulder, which goes completely wide and flies about 10 feet over your head. Kifik, now it is your turn again.
All right. So I'm locked in the battle with this guy. I'm gonna use my left hand with my shield and kind of parry his spear out of the way, and I'm gonna bring the warhammer up and around and smack him across the head. For a give me a second. Gotta pull up warhammer. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
Fantastic. So smacking him across the face is gonna do 2 damage.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, maybe it's just the weight of the hammer. You're not used to it yet. You bring it around and swing, but he kind of sees you coming because your swing is a little slow. So he brings his arms up to block, and your hammer just crashes against his arms, and you definitely bruised the shit out of him, but he's still standing.
Hell yeah. All right, that's my turn.
Okay, Merrick, it is your turn.
Merrick's just gonna sigh and say, "Ah, shit. Here we go again," and he's gonna pull back that flaming arrow as he lets off another firebolt at the archer.
Okay.
Fuga. Is that?
It's only an 11. Yeah.
11 is a miss. As you draw your flaming arrow and release it, the archer sees it coming, because it's a flash of fire heading in his direction, and he quite literally ducks and tumbles through the snow to avoid the flames.
Son of a bitch. I guess Merrick's just gonna kind of like sidestep around the fight in front of him, repositioning himself for a bit of a better angle at the archer.
Okay. Bravar, you are next.
How far am I from these guys?
The one that Kifik is currently battling is about 25 feet away. The archer ran away from you quite a ways, so the archer is about 50 or 60 feet away.
Where's the guy I killed?
On the ground next to Bravar and the other bandit.
I want to go run to that guy and pick up the dagger I threw.
Okay, easy. You run there, pull your dagger from the skull of this bandit.
And then how near is the... Like, can I get close enough to the archer?
The archer is still about 30 feet away from you, so you could use your bonus action to dash or your action to dash to get there.
Oh, I don't think I have a bonus action. My bonus action is only 2 weapon fighting.
Oh, that's right, because you're not level 2 yet.
Oh, cool. I didn't know. Well, now I know that's being level 2.
You'll get that at level 2.
Then I'm gonna actually... Can I throw a dagger and then hide again?
Yeah, throwing your dagger at the archer and then using... Oh, well, you can do one or the other. You can throw your dagger
hide.
or you can hide.
I will hide.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Not one.
Nat
Oh no.
okay. Got it.
So that's +7, so it's an 8 total, by the way. But
Got it. So
does that matter at all?
Not really. So you try to like hide behind the body that you just killed. You kind of like roll it on top of you to try to like take cover beneath it, but you're probably just drawing more attention to yourself than anything else. So we are back at the top of initiative. Orok, it is your turn.
I will get another arrow and shoot the same bandit. The one with the spear.
Oh.
If he's still up.
Okay, he is.
I ran to the bathrooms. Oh man. That's a 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
And that is
This
3 damage. Minimum damage again.
This is the one with
Let
the spear.
balance. Yeah.
Gets
Okay.
him in the other back.
Yeah, pretty much. You shoot wide over Kifik's shoulder, and the arrow catches the bandit in the left shoulder. It kind of rears back a little bit, ready to try to spear Kifik once more. Still up though.
And I'm just gonna stay there. That's my turn.
Okay, the bandits are up again. This one is going to try to spear you once again, Kifik.
How dare he?
That is a 16.
Nope.
Once again, he just tries to, he kind of raises the spear up over his head this time and tries to bring it down into your chest. But you raise your shield and just parry it to the side. The archer this time is going to fire an arrow, this time at Merrick. Merrick does a 14 hit.
Just misses.
Just misses. Okay, so an arrow whistles through the air and almost hits you, but your mage armor deflects it just at the last second. There's a spark of blue energy just outside of your body. Okay, Kifik, it is your turn.
Again, parry him. This time, I'm gonna try to smack the arrow that's in his shoulder with my warhammer. So I'm just kind of aiming for his left shoulder.
Hitting the arrow like a nail like a
Mhm.
hammer. Gross.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
Kugasaki.
All right, my attack roll is a 21
21 definitely hits.
for a total of 6 damage,
6 damage. Jack,
bludgeoning.
because it's your arrow, go ahead and roll a d4 for additional piercing damage.
Awesome.
Since you're striking the arrow further in his body.
Hey. Max damage, 4 damage.
So
There you
10
go.
damage total from this hit. You raise the hammer again and strike him right in the shoulder. The arrow goes all the way through and pops out the other side and falls to the ground. There's a spurt of blood as he just kind of wobbles and falls onto you, Kifik. You have to like body his or you have to shield his body to the ground. But that is enough to defeat the last one, or not the last one, that one. There's just the archer left. Kifik, that is your turn, I assume. Merrick, you are
Yes.
All right, let's try this one more time. And you see Merrick like grab a baseball size mote of fire, and he's just gonna fastball it at this this archer.
I also understood that reference.
God damn it! 13. I'm rolling low.
13 just hits.
Whew. I was like, I hope it does.
I sure hope it does.
You ever like lose a? Oh, there it is. Ah, not that one. Oh,
Yes, I
10,
do. To answer your question.
10 points of fire damage.
10 points of fire damage. You throw this firebolt like a fastball in American baseball, which is weird because this is high fantasy D&D, but it streaks across the backfield and strikes him right in the back of the head as he's running away from you. He falls onto his face in the snow, but you can see him still alive, trying to like stand up. Very, very injured from that baseball of fire to the dome, but he's still alive.
Yeah, so Merrick's just gonna use the rest of his movement to speed towards him.
Okay. Bravar, it is your turn now. You are about 60 feet away from the archer still.
Yeah, I'm not gonna run that far. I'm not gonna hide either. I'm just gonna chuck my dagger at the nearest enemy. Is there any enemies that are within 5 feet of
Nope.
anybody?
The only enemy
He's
left
just the
is
only
the
one.
archer. About 60 feet
Oh,
away.
then I'll run 30 feet and then chuck a dagger at him.
Okay, go ahead, make an attack roll with just an attack roll. Yeah, no advantage, no disadvantage.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits, roll damage, no sneak attack.
It's a D4, baby. Minimum of
7.
4, top of 7.
7, the archer is trying to like get back up and continue running after the firebolt hit him.
Oh, and I
Bravar-
chuck it at his knee,
Yeah.
his kneecap.
Oh, okay. You run and throw it with perfect precision, and it sinks into his kneecap, and he grasps forward into the snow and is defeated. You guys are no longer in initiative. You have defeated the bandits.
I'm gonna turn to speak to Bravar, and I'm gonna say, you know, this reminds me of a brave adventurer I once knew. Till he took an arrow to the knee.
I say, cool. And then I immediately start looting the dead archer.
Yeah, I'm running straight for the guy who had no weapons,
Nice.
and I'm gonna investigate the shit out of his
Yeah,
body.
I'm going to investigate the dead archer. Because I would like
Okay.
a bump on it.
Give me one moment here, gentlemen. Can I have all of you? Let me pull up my random treasure table.
We did it. We did it, guys.
We did it.
Woo! Does anyone?
Those
I'm,
guys
I'm
were
gonna. I'm just gonna
fucking-
turn to the rest of the party and I'm just okay. Does anyone else think about how like sometimes we go and do these things and it feels like we could probably hash things out with conversation, but instead we just killed 3 people in cold blood.
Listen,
I mean, they were gonna hurt us probably.
I could tell. Listen, I could just tell. I have good
Can I have all
insight.
of you roll
That dude was not gonna. He was not gonna let things slide. Just trust me. He was not gonna talk.
Eh,
20.
58.
As we all the bandits are dead, you
54.
can see Orok just kind of has an odd feel to his face, kind of just like this. I don't know how to word it. Like this all seems familiar to him.
Mm.
I look at Orok, and I notice something, but nonchalantly I say nothing.
What did everybody get for
petition.
54.
58.
85.
percentile? That's the one I was missing. Jack, you rolled a 20. Can you roll 5d6?
5?
5d6.
Damn.
No.
These boys have been collecting taxes. Hopefully they've collected quite a bit.
When they're
Isn't it weird that
rolled,
we're
you
just like
want
taking like
total of all of them or
Yeah,
individual?
total everything up.
19 total.
19.
Orok, are
Can I
Are
have
you all right?
Kithik and Bravar both roll 4d6 and give me the total?
Total of 46.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then Merrick,
oops.
Merrick, roll 1d4.
17.
also 17?
I want my fancy D4.
When
I
I
guess I could
hear
fancy.
Kifik ask if I'm all right, and just say, yeah, I'll be all right. This whole scenario just reminds me of my brother.
Well, let me know if you want to talk about anything. At any time.
I will.
You and
Thank
I-
you, Kifik. Well, what were you?
I was just going to say you and I grew up not too far from each other.
Yes,
And what did you get for your?
that is
D4?
true.
1.
1. Can you roll another d100 then?
Oh my lord.
Yes.
You have to... Maki, you have to roll the dice in the tray, not out of it.
Crazy shit's about to happen, guys. I feel it in my bones.
Kifik kind of takes a step back from Orok and holds his amulet one more time and says a silent prayer, just hoping for safe passage.
Ifik.
So a 40 and a 10 is a 0, or
What
a
god are
40
you
and a 10 is just 40, right? Because rolled a 0 on here, which is normally a 10,
Yeah. Yep.
and
that would
then
be
40 on here. Okay, cool. 40 then. I haven't had to roll percentile in a while. it's been like a hot minute.
Zeros
time was-
always get me.
Yeah, the last time was probably honestly
I can't believe you rolled
that it, is probably when Kikoa accidentally rolled that 100 and then like almost spelt the end for the other campaign, and maybe still has.
Kithik, I
Well,
noticed Kithik praying. Kithik, what god do you pray to?
The all-knowing mistress. And that's all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna tuck the amulet back in.
Okay, so
We gotta talk, Kithik. We gotta talk.
so on this in this group of bandits, I'll give you what you find as far as loot goes. You
Yes.
find 3 sets of hide armor, 1 spear, 2 daggers, 1 longbow, 14 arrows in a quiver, 19 copper pieces, 34 silver pieces.
Okay, 1 second. I'm just writing everything down.
Oh.
Okay. So it was 1 dagger, a bow,
2 daggers, 1 longbow,
2 daggers.
14 arrows, quiver,
Okay.
19 copper, 34 silver.
You can keep going.
And then there's only one other item, which Merrick, you find because you were specifically looking at, like searching the pockets of the unarmed person who had a dagger stuck in their head, and you pull out of a satchel on that person it looks like a potion. It is like a large bottle, a large round bottle. With a clear liquid in it, like a clear, transparent liquid, but floating in the vial is this really big, really thick, like nail, like a large, like fingernail or like a toenail. Looks kind of like, and it's just kind of like floating and swirling around in the potion.
Gross.
Do you guys mind if I just hang on to this for now and examine it? I'm kind of a bit. I can try and look into it and find its magical properties, maybe. I'll let you guys know what I find, but when we get a chance, I'll sit down and take a look at it.
It's all yours. I do
Yeah,
not want a
okay.
fingernail.
Okay. But that concludes the random encounter. You guys defeated the bandits, got the loot, and should be ready to set off again. And you guys are already about halfway towards the cave, so you don't need to roll random encounters again. So, you guys are, unless you guys have anything else you want to do really quickly, you guys can continue towards the cave.
Yes.
Did any of you guys want that longbow?
I already have one. If you want it.
Yeah, I kind of like long ranged, fighting long range. So that'd be cool if I could take that.
Should also grab like. I'm assuming we're not necessarily going to grab everything, so I think we should grab the 2 daggers as well, and then the arrows in the quiver. Somebody should grab those.
I'll grab a set of hide armor.
Do you
Okay.
want to split the arrows, Orok?
I've got a good amount of arrows currently, so you can have all those.
Okay, it was like 15, right?
14.
Yeah, 14.
Okay.
14 and a quiver.
Yeah, and then I not much for armor, so can leave the hide armor here.
Is that what kind of is that light armor?
I'm
Yes.
a bit privy to mine.
Doesn't it
You
help you
take
hide?
good care of it. Merrick will say to
Thank you.
Kithik.
Thank you.
Wait, what'd you guys say?
What does hide armor do again? What's the bonus?
It's basically the same thing as leather, if I'm remembering correctly. It might be
But-
medium armor, actually. Let me double check.
But
I
doesn't
thought it
it
was I
have
thought it
like
was
a
medium, but only gives the benefits of leather armor
but
because it's
doesn't it
like heavy. But I do know what you're saying too. Is that I do remember I thought it had a different benefit.
yeah.
Probably
When are
keep
you
you
guys
warm.
when are you guys gonna grab that spear? Does anybody want that spear?
Nope.
No, I'm not gonna grab it.
Up for you if you want it.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll take
Hide
it. I like chucking
armor
stuff.
is medium armor. It
Okay,
makes your
yeah.
armor class 12 plus your dexterity modifier to a max of 2. So your max armor class with this is 14. So it's technically less good than leather armor.
I was gonna say my mage armor does better.
Well,
But yes, you can divide all that up however you see fit.
All right.
Do you want to just
On
throw
we
the
go.
gold in the coin in the group loot for now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just do that.
Okay. I'm probably gonna put the group loot just in a doc.
yeah, Google Doc, and then we can all share it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just put it down for. Or Jack, if you want to make one, there's currently 3 gold and 3 copper in the group loot. Okay. As we continue on our path.
Same order.
Same marching
Yeah,
order.
you'll see yeah. You see, like, as we're walking, like, Merrick, like, you didn't think about it, but Merrick has been making, like, extra sure to, like, stay warm. Like, Merrick is very concerned for his own warmth. And just, kind of just, like, channels a bit of that magic energy he uses for, like, Firebolt to, like, just keep himself warm.
Just constantly like keeping your fingertips a little toasty at all times.
Yeah.
Got it. Cool. So you guys continue traveling down the coast. Before Kifik, you eventually see in the distance that the beach kind of like raises up and turns into more of like a rocky cliff face, like along the water. So it turns from like sand to rocks, and the elevation kind of raises. But you're still like following right along the water. It just becomes more elevated and more of like a sheer drop off towards the water side. But eventually, you crest over that and make it down towards the other side. Before at the bottom of this sort of decline, you can see that there is a large cave opening that descends into kind of like the side of the rocky cliff face.
Oh.
I would also, Kithik, because you're the first one to see this, I would like you to make a perception check right away.
Ooh, yikes. 10.
10.
10.
Kithik, I would also like you to make a stealth check right about now.
Oh, I've got disadvantage. Dang it. 4.
Damn.
4.
Yeah.
Okay, so you crest over like the top of this hill and take a single step over, and as you do, your foot sinks into the snow, and because you're at the top of the hill, you kind of push some snow down, and it creates this like cascade of snow that just starts like shearing off that side of the hill, and almost causes like a miniature like snow slide, just like on that side. But you look down towards the cave, and standing in the middle of the cave entrance, you can see an elvish figure with his brown hair tied up in like a bun. He's also holding a spear, but his eyebrows are raised, jaw dropped, watching the snow just come crashing down. And he turns and dashes into the cave. Because of what did you get for perception? Just a 10?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all you get for details. But you see him, this guy, turn and dash into the cave as you create this landslide, and he spots you, and you spot him.
Well,
Kifik,
I apologize.
actually, because you had a pretty good line of sight, I'll say that you actually recognize the figure. This is the figure you saw escape Pelk's curiosities when the other bandits, when you were fighting them.
Oh.
Gotcha. I'm gonna turn to the group and just I apologize. I suppose we are not going in stealthily anymore. Weapons ready.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. Onward. Is there? I just think this is funny, and I want to try this. Is there like any like kind of drift wood or like any kind of like, because like over this hill, I'm looking for like a length of like bark or wood or something that's like about the size of me. Do you think I could find that quickly?
Make a perception check.
Definitely not with an 11.
With an 11, yeah, no, you can't quite spot anything in the immediate vicinity that would suit your needs. But
Damn.
with this landslide occurring, with your troop being spotted by this familiar bandit whom you recognize from the breaking in of Pelk's curiosities, we are going to end the session there, and we are going to pick up on October 6th to see what happens in Croaker Cave, to see what you guys discover. Thank you all so much for watching and for joining us tonight for the 5th episode of the Saga of Dreams and Secrets. Like I just mentioned, episode 6 will be on October 6th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We hope to see you all there. And go ahead and check out the other episodes if you haven't watched them yet. They're on YouTube. What are you doing?
Did you get music again?
Oh yeah, if you like the music that's playing right now and that was playing during the stream, go ahead and go buy that. It's linked in the description or also attached to the Twitch page. We love it. It's great. It's Critical Role music. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great rest of your evening.